everybody, this is J.W. Schneider. Welcome to another episode of Comic Obscura. I got a mixed lot of black and white 1980s independent comics. So I'm decided to do a unboxing video. Thanks for the suggestion, Daniel Moeller. And we'll go ahead and begin by opening the box. For safety, you should always cut away from you. Alright, here we go. Okay, now, since I have a very small, cheap Walmart desk, what we're going to do is I'm going to put the box down and then we're going to go stack by stack. We're back, and we're going to go ahead and start with the first stack. The lot is 100 comics, black and white 80s. So what I'm going to do is, they packed it in 2 packs. The way they kind of packed it, there's nothing in between. As you can see, some of them look like they got bent. It happens. It happens. I actually got a good price for this lot. So let's see what we got. All right. Put this down and we're going to go ahead and start here. What I'm going to do, hopefully I can try to keep it center for you guys. Film this with my phone. Okay, first we got Reagan's Raiders number 3. I think I do have Reagan's Raiders, but I think the one I have, hopefully I'm getting this centered, the one I have is number 1, I believe. So kind of did need this, even though I haven't even read the one I have. Okay, Stealth Force. Stealth Force was an early Malibu comics under the actual Malibu name when they were just starting out, I believe. Nice. Let's see. Patrick Oliff is the penciler. Oh, interesting. Okay. Anyway, Stealth Force at one time during the 90s was actually going to have a movie adaptation. I think it was either Wizard Magazine, maybe. They had talked about it where Brigitte Nielsen was going to be in it. Now, I'm just going to go real quickly because I'm doing an unboxing, but for the interesting stuff, I will do solo videos. But Stealth Force was originally going to be a movie, and I believe Brigitte Nielsen at the time, it's like early 90s, ad for X-Mutants. Okay, let's see. Edge number 1. Now, as most of you guys, like you Power Comics Facebook group guys know, I'm a huge fan of Silverwolf and Greater Mercury Comics, Chris Silver's companies. And I do have Edge number 1, but when it comes to Silverwolf and Greater Mercury, I do have duplicates and I love it. So I can do a little flip through. I did like Edge. When people talk about Greater Mercury and Edge, one thing they don't talk about is majority of the heroes, or the more like the main character Grips uses the term vigilantes, they generally kill the bad guys. Edge was old school. He did not. He did beat the heck out of them, but far as I remember, the issues I have, he doesn't try to kill people. Okay. Next, we have the Realm number 2 from Arrow Comics, which I do have. I kind of figured, now this is a company, I can't remember the name, that I haven't ordered from, so I was hoping to get a bunch of different stuff, but if I get refunds, that's fine. As some of you guys know, did I say refunds? My bad. I meant repeats or extra copies, my bad. I'm starting a back issue business, so what I don't keep for my personal collection is definitely going to be for sale. All right, Star Jong Lure collection. Okay. Winter 1987, Volume 1, Number 2. Trilliver Trail Press. Now, this is what I look for. Obscure. I'm looking for obscure stuff like this. Never heard of it. Triller Trail Press. Star Jongular. Really? That's the name of it? Okay, let's see. Let's see a list of creators. Portland, Oregon. There is a lot of good companies like Dark Horse in Portland, Oregon. Gary Davis. That name sounds so familiar. I want to do some research. Now, I think I will. This looks kind of cool, so I'm just doing an unboxing, guys. I'm gonna flip through a little bit, but I am definitely. Oh, I love this artwork. Totally sci-fi. I dig it. I'm definitely gonna do a solo video. I am true. Yeah, I will definitely do. Oh, I love this artwork. Yeah, I am definitely. Yeah, I am definitely gonna do a solo video. This right here, this is what I love to see. Obscure black and white comics from the 80s. It's my jam. Okay, Launch presents the Conscience Elsewhere Productions, introducing Chuck Morris, the Karate Cat. Now, I'm not a big fan of I'm not a big humor comic book fan. I mean, there are some things. Ken Jones, Tom Luth. Wow, I'm not really sure what this is about. I don't want this video to go too long, so I'm just going to do some flippy. All right. A couple of funny animal things. Okay, this company, Elsewhere Productions. Okay, I thought it sounded familiar. Yeah. Okay, yes. Mr. Jigsaw from Ocean Comics, an ad for the final issue of Street Fighter. Interesting. Okay. All right. We're moving on. The photon effect. Oh my God! Let me tell you, this is a dream come true. This company has more comic lots for 100. I already made my decision. I am definitely buying more because I am seeing some obscure. I've been collecting comics for a very long time, and let me tell you, most of the obscure 80s comics, I've either read them or heard of them or something. But these, oh man, I've never heard of this. CA Comics number 3, $1.50 on the cover, photon effect. Meyer Carl. Okay. 1987, Waldwick, New Jersey. All right. KL Doc Icarus. I have not. Let me see this. Oh, wow. Sang Lee Breakdowns, writer, KL Doc Icarus. Okay, I don't recognize any of the creative team. Let's take a look here. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, wow. Hopefully I got it to where you guys can see it. I'm actually putting my pennies together. You know what? This art looks familiar. Yeah, I've never heard of this, but it looks cool. I'm definitely going to read this and do a solo video on this one, too. This is just so cool. I am getting so many cool things. Photon effect. Okay, I'm going to have to do some research online. I have not heard of these comics, but wow. This is the stuff I want to find. Okay. Pied Piper Comics. That was another one of Scott Rosenberg's companies, I believe. I don't know a whole lot about Pied Piper Comics. I do have the Hero Alliance, the Golden Age, the original extra large graphic novel. I know they were, I believe they were the first publishers for X-Mutants, and I believe New Humans, yeah, from the X-Mutants, their own series, yes. So they're New Humans, this is a spin-off. Hero Alliance, Pied Piper mascot. Never knew they had one. Okay, so yeah, black and white, and let's see. I want to say that's Ron Lim's art because during the 80s he did a lot of big hair. I don't see any credits here. Okay. You met them in X-Mutants number 5. This is the start of their story. Love the artwork. I don't see any artists. Here we go. Yes, I was right. Ron Lim, one of my favorite artists. David Lawrence, the writer. I think at one point they tried to get ownership of the X Mutants, but I don't know the whole story. Yeah, definitely 80s. Big hair, 80s. New Humans. I don't know much about X Mutants. Now, when Malibu, I want to say around 92, 93, when they came out with the color Malibu line, which eventually would be called the Genesis Universe, which include Dinosaurs for Hire and the Protectors. I actually, that's when I got into that version, which I think Paul Pelletier did the artwork. I haven't read any of the black and white X Mutants or titles associated with it. Okay, let's take a look here. Pied Piper, new X Mutants. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of sitting at an awkward angle. Oh, I just kicked the camera. My apologies. Let's see if it still lines up. I think so. I am so sorry, guys. Okay, Elf Lord. I think I have this one. Elf Lord number 6. Barry Blair, Aircell Comics, before Malibu kind of... I don't know if Malibu actually bought Aircell or kind of took it over. I knew they were kind of using them as a packaging or something. I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to do more research. 1986. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been buying a lot of lots, comic lots, especially independent comics lots for my back issue business. I've gotten a lot of these. I have not read them yet, but I have read Barry Bear stuff, and I do like it. Those of you who remember Dale Keown, who eventually went to Marvel and then Image with his Pit comic, he actually did a series for Aircell. Started out as Dragon Ring, which was like an adventure comic. Then they eventually changed it into a... I think actually the genre of that series changed a bunch of different times. But eventually Dale Keown would do Dragon Force for them. And then which I didn't realize until like a year or two ago is Barry Bear, when he got away from Malibu, he restarted Nightwind, which was an imprint he had years ago, I believe. Don't quote me on that. He brought Dragon Force back as Dragon Fire, and I'm still trying to get more issues of that. So, cool. All right. Woo. Man, I'm sitting at such an awkward angle. So if you see some like groans and stuff, I'll be fine. Okay. Oh. Fish Police number 3. Now, this should be Comico, right? Let's see. Published bi-monthly by Fish Wrap Productions, 1986. Now, I don't know if this is before or after. I think I'm going to do some research, but I believe this was before the Comico run. Now, Fish Police was actually an animated series featuring the voice of John Ritter as the main character. It only ran like one season, but yeah. All right, yeah, cool. Okay. All right, next, Ninja Outcast Gaijin. I've actually heard of this Matrix graphics series. I think one of you guys from the Power Comics Facebook page might have Dragon Star. I think one of you guys might have posted this. All right, let me take a look. Ooh, oh, dude, I love it. Oh my gosh, Gabriel Morris art, Mark Shane-Bloom the writer. Okay, guys. Yeah, this is like ninja, but sci-fi stuff too. This is so awesome. Really awesome. Okay. Robots and ninjas. Dude, I love this. This is fantastic. Oh, man. Dude, I am seriously digging this big time. I am so happy right now. Northgard. Okay, so yeah. This is the company, Canadian company that they published Northgard, which I liked. I really didn't read any Captain Canuck comics. I know Captain Canuck is like a major independent Canadian hero. But I gotta admit, my first exposure to Canadian heroes, I think I heard of Captain Canuck, but I think the first actual Canadian comics I think I read were Aircell and of course Northgard, which I liked. Okay, The Flame. Eric Preston is The Flame. I do have this. I did post pictures of this on the Power Comics Facebook page. This is basically a Golden Age hero and 1987 B-movie comics. I do have this. So I do have a copy of this already and I like it. I don't know if I may sell this. Maybe. There's some things I have to have extra copies of because I get obsessive about certain titles, but I did like this. As far as I know, there's never a second issue. All right. Moving on. Hopefully this isn't boring for you guys. I might break this video up so it's not like a whole hour of me just going, oh, wow. Okay. Shadow Slayer, Eternity Comics #0. Okay, I don't know anything about this one. I know, you guys know Eternity Comics is one of the different imprints. Eventually fall under Malibu. Let's see. I believe it was a separate company first. I don't know much about this one. Fatal Mission. Dennis Brabham, the writer. Jim Deaver, the penciler. That name sounds familiar. John Arcudi, the editor. I believe John Arcudi would go on to do some stuff for Dark Horse, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I haven't done any research. You guys are seeing this the same time I am. Now, there might be some background noise because, it's Christmas and we got family. So you guys might be hearing some voices and stuff. I might have to reshoot some of this. We'll see. But this looks like your straightforward kind of action book. I'm digging it. I think I will do a separate video on this one for sure. Like I said, I'm kind of just doing a quick flip through. And yeah, I will go more into detail as I do solo videos. But I know I said it already, but I am very happy. This is the stuff that, oh man, when I buy comic lots and they say independent comics and a couple of like from the 80s, I get maybe one or two like really obscure things I've never heard of, which is what I thirst for. But this lot so far, I'm not even, I don't think I'm even 10% through it maybe, and I'm loving what I'm getting. Okay, I do have this. I don't like that crease. I do wish they could have packaged it a little better. I get when you sell things in bulk, and I did get a good price. Okay, I do have this. Wait, or is it #1 that I have? That's a good... No, I do have... I believe this is the one I do have. I do have #2. A bunch of you guys on the Power Comics Facebook page, I believe you guys got that too. All right. Icarus. No Elf Lord. That's just an ad. Elf Lord #2. I might actually... Oh, wow. See, a lot of the Elf Lords, I think, are black and white, but this is when Aircell was printing in color. Same with Dragon Force. I think the first 3, 4, 5... First issue, couple issues of Dragon Force were in color, and then when Malibu took over, they switched everything to black and white. Dude, this is like really cool. I'm going to have to go through my back issues of the lots I bought. And I haven't read all the stuff that I bought because I'm trying to bulk up, because starting next year, what I'm thinking about doing is selling online. A lot of people are doing, but I kind of like selling in person. Dang it, I kicked the camera again. Give me a second, guys. I am so sorry about this. Total amateur hour. Total amateur hour. I am so sorry, guys. Okay, Grips Adventures #5. Right? I do not have this. I'm totally stoked. I do not have this. Knights, Ninjas, and Dragons Part 2 or 2. I don't even have the one before this, but yes. Oh, yes. Oh, Nightmaster and Grips. Yes. Sweet. Yes, I am always excited when I get Greater Mercury Comics or Silver Wolf that I do not have. Now, there's a couple of creases, but you know what? When you buy them in bulk, that's what happens. Okay, moving on. Fragments. Premiere issue. I do not recognize this company. That looks like a skinless cat, maybe. Check mark in the back. Let's see what we're working with, folks. Black and white, but it's glossy paper. I'm going to be honest with you, and you guys can accuse me of being cheap. I am actually going to be... I did some small press comics, but my art, quite frankly, sucks really bad. But I'm thinking about getting back into it and actually hiring somebody who can draw. Okay, 1986, Greg Hinlicky and Screaming Cat Productions, Toms River, New Jersey. Screaming Cat Productions is the name. Oh, I get it. Okay. Let's take a quick little flip through it. Hopefully you guys can see this, and I'm not totally... I'm going to be embarrassed if I go to edit this video and all I see is my hand. All right. Looks like it's your typical action story. Like I said, I will... A lot of these, probably all of these, I'll eventually... Unless, I'll probably do a individual. But yeah, I am digging this. I am seriously digging this. Okay. All right, moving on. Okay, Mech Things from Renegade Press. I believe Jim Valentino had something to do with this company. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, let's see. Mech Things, Book 2, Good, Bad, and the Metallic. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of dialogue. That is a lot of dialogues. It looked like this might Zygot Limited. Yeah, I get the feeling this is like a humorous kind of thing. It doesn't look like my cup of tea. But, when I have time, I'm going to sit down and kind of go through all this. Is some strange stuff. Yeah, Mrs. Tree. I love Miss Tree. Those mystery comics of the 80s were really good. What was the other one? Maze Agency. Was that Innovation or Comic? I think, Anyways. Okay, Oh, you know what's funny? Blackthorn Publishing. I actually getting into them. Some of you guys on the Power Comics Facebook group, excuse me. You guys saw where I posted how they were trying to do a color comics line, but they only produced 2. Ever since then, I was trying to get more Blackthorn Publishing comics, because I really haven't picked any up now. I love the old 80s series Werewolf, so I got to at least get a set of those. The people on eBay are asking insane prices. Face Comics, excuse me, sorry. So Freak Out. I think this is like an anthology. I actually almost bought this. I think they're selling it by itself or in the 4-pack, and I think it would have cost me maybe $7 I got it for way less than that if you really add up. Don Chin. That's probably the same Don Chin that had Entity Comics with Zen the Intergalactic Ninja. Okay, so wow. So what I'm seeing, this looks like kind of oh, you know what? This looks, I think I've heard of this. This is like a comedy riff on Crisis on Infinite Earths. But, kind of like a parody, but crossover all these characters, which they may be all made up characters. It's a ninja. Okay. That's what it seems like. Okay. I dig it. All right. I dig it. Okay. So they're like a... Okay, it looks like it only happens one issue. All right. Okay. All right. That's cool. Okay, what I'm going to do is finish this pile, then I'm going to take a break. I am sorry that I keep kicking the camera and ruining the view. Hopefully this video is watchable. Okay, photon effect 2. Sweet. Oh yeah. The art's different than in that last issue. Big time difference in art. Okay, it's like I said, some kind of sci-fi. Got this like, was it crocodile type dude? All right, I dig it. Wow, I'm gonna have some good reading material this weekend. Okay, all right, I'm digging it. This art doesn't look as serious as the. I think it's the first issue I have, or third. Yeah, first issue. Okay. All right, so moving on. Renegade Press Murder, number 3. I wonder if this is like a mystery one. My brother, oh, Steve Ditko, my brother. Copyright 1983, Steve Ditko. Oh, wow. Oh, man. This is a Steve Ditko comic I never heard of. Now, I do collect Steve Ditko. Not so much the Spider-Man run, as I couldn't afford any of those original issues, but I am a fan of that. He published it first through Charlton, and then I think he published, it was called Static. This is way before Static Shock in Milestone Comics. Oh, dude, so it's basically an anthology, and I guess the common tie is murder mystery or something like that. You got your femme fatales. Hopefully you guys are able to see this. All right, I dig it. All right. All right. Oh, Thieves, number 2. I do have this one. In fact, I think this might be my 3rd copy now. I think I have 2 copies of Thieves, too. I finally think I got a copy of Thieves 3, which took me a while, I believe. Yeah, I mean, okay, moving on. Elf Lord, I do not like that crease. Number 4, is it in color? Nope. Okay, so issue 3, I believe. Yeah, okay, so this is when they started printing them in color. Let me see something here. Yeah, this is when they moved to black and white. Yeah. Hey, it is cheaper to print in black and white. All right. Next, Future Beat. This is another one that I was on eBay that I almost bought separately. Oasis Comics. I just saw like a picture of it and it looked kind of cool. Futuristic cop kind of thing going on here. Okay, black and white. 1986, published by Oasis Comics. Tracy Shell. Okay. Merritt Island, Florida. All right, so, oh, right away, I like the art. Let's see. Tracy Shell, created and written art and letters by Richard Johnson. Yeah, okay. It's obviously, I'm going to have to do a separate one on this. Yeah, it looks like it's a futuristic cop comic. I like the art. It's nice and clean. I like nice and clean art like this, and it's not cluttered. Now this is kind of cool. This backstory on the world, maybe. I kind of like the earlier art better, but okay. Whispers and Shadows. Actually, I think I've seen those on eBay for sale. Oh, I'm glad. No, to be honest with you, I might stick to buying lots. Now, I'm going to have to look up on eBay who I ordered this from, because I've already decided I'm going to order at least one more lot. Hopefully I don't get a lot of duplicates, but this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. Obscura Comics. Oh my gosh. Forever Noxie, number 1. Yes, this right here was, yes. Worcester, Massachusetts. Yeah, I actually had this. I actually bought a whole run of this, and it did cost me some cash, but it just looked like such a cool series. I had to get it, and here I am. I'm getting it like a fraction. That's funny. I'm probably gonna keep this extra copy. I still haven't read the series. I need to get off my butt and read a lot of these things that are going into my personal collection. Photon Effect #1. So there's at least, is that a different company? Let's see here. Okay. Photon Effect #2 says CA Comics. #1 says Aced Comics. So it looks like they changed their they're advertising 2 under that name. So I guess they changed it from Aced Comics to CA Comics. Okay. Let's take a look. All right, let's see. Photon Effect #1, 10-part maxi series. Okay. 1986. Printed in Canada. Okay, Waldwick, New Jersey. All right. Oh, this is really... This art is a huge departure from the other 2 issues, too. Still better than what I can do. All right. Definitely, this definitely, hopefully you guys can see this. Definitely need to, need to get, besides getting a new camera, yeah. All right, this is interesting. Still better than what I can draw. All right, let's continue. Okay. Target Comics, the GNU Universe, the Midnight Skulker. All right, let's take a look. It's like a humorous one, which I'm not. It's not. I'm against humor comics. I'm just. I don't know. I like adventure comics with a little like humor in it, but straight humor. It just depends. 1986, Target Comics, Chesapeake, Lansing, Michigan. All right, let's take a look. I don't recognize any of the talent. This is like another like parody. It's like a Doctor Strange kind of parody guy. All right. You know what? Instead of holding it with my hand, is that better for you guys? Maybe. Yeah. I'm a total newbie at this. If you guys want to watch a professional channel, Daniel Mulder's Psychonaut Sessions is professional, and the Power Comics guys, their channel, they're professionals. I'm just a newbie, so please excuse my growing pains. Yeah, this is another like parody of superhero comics. It's okay. It's not really my jam. This might go. Yeah, this might end up for sale at my business. Okay, next we have Earth Lore from Eternity Comics. I've seen this cover before, but I don't know if I actually have one. Let's see, Peter Palmer, 1986. Most of these comics are from 86 and sorry. Yeah, there we go. 1986. Most of these are 1986 to 87. Earth Lore. This looks like another like sci-fi comic. Yeah, I'm digging this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm digging this. Okay. Yeah. I have to do a solo one on that. All right. Okay, after this one, we are going to take a break. Stark Future Aircell. It's another sci-fi one I've heard about. All right. Let's see. Gordon Deary, Jim Somerville. Layout assistance by Patrick Migon. Migon? Oh yeah, this is your typical. It's your typical Aircell type art, man. Really detailed and just really nice. Those grays, and they had to just think they had to do all this graying effect. They literally had to do this by hand, man. They isn't like clip art studio like you can do tones. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Since I don't want Warlock 5, all right? Okay, I did not want to like go too long and bore you guys, so I'm going to end the video here, and I'll see you on the next video as I continue to go through this comic lot that I bought of black and white indies from the 1980s. And as I said, don't want to be dead horse, but I love what I got so far. All right, guys, I'll see you later. JW out.